This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Hi.
Hello.
I just ranted at Betsy for like 10 minutes about real estate. And I realized I had a coffee for the first time in a month. So
yeah, Marcy was like, "You gotta buy a house. Here's how you do it." Da, 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 da. I was like, "I don't know, man. Slow down."
Honestly, I'm surprised I knew all the stuff that I did know.
You know a lot, and that's impressive. I know nothing about it.
The big thing I know is those first time home buyers shit. They want you to buy a house.
They want you to. I didn't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, they want you to because they're like, I'll get your money for the next 3 decades.
Absolutely.
You don't have to give it to me all right now. I don't even care. In fact, I'd rather you not because I'll make more money in the long run if you don't give it to me.
Exactly. Oh, I don't get it. We're all figuring it out.
Now, can I buy a house? No, I not now. I want a haunted. That one that I showed you was great because it was 106 years old.
Whoa.
And it probably was like nice and haunted.
No.
Come on. Just
we don't need it haunted.
Just a baby ghost. It goes,
I don't want a baby ghost. I don't need any of that.
It's too much responsibility.
Too much. Yeah. Baby ghosts are too much responsibility, man.
I'm not ready for that.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Oh,
Never.
man. Has anything spooky happened to you?
Oh, something. Oh, shit. What was it? That I even was like, I should tell Marcy because. Oh, fuck. What was it? I want to say it was maybe when I was skiing.
A spooky thing?
I can't remember. Damn it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There was something that popped up where I was like, oh, I should totally. But I don't think. Oh, fuck. What was it? I can't remember. It'll come back.
Yeah. Anytime you do remember, you can just cut it. You can like tell me to stop listening to the story, whatever. Shut it off. Whatever you need.
Well, one thing. This isn't what I was thinking of, but one thing is it's been very windy here in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And we have all of our bedroom doors closed and stuff so Wilma doesn't just go in and do whatever. And there have been a couple of times where from down the hall in the like around the office in Gilly's room, we'll hear like the door. Like it sounds like somebody's trying to open it.
Oh.
And we're like, I guess that's the wind. But like the windows are closed in the office. But yeah, we figured it's the wind. Yes. But it is spooky. I'm just like, what was that?
Spooky.
What was that? But yeah.
Now
anything
that I have,
spooky for you?
No, I was like, am I asking this because I have a thing to say and I don't? But my cameras now that I have, I just watch I watch so many critters eat the cat food that I put out every night, and they're not cat. One cat, but the cat is always the cat that eats here is not the one I want to trap and help. It's the one I already trapped and help. And he's like, you guys got great food.
Of course. You already helped me. You got great food.
There's a fucking queue outside my house at 3 a.m. for animals to eat. I saw the black cat. I saw him standing in the driveway and I was like, why? Who is at the thing? And then I'm like, that's a fucking skunk. I got a skunk. And the cat was like waiting for the skunk to finish. So
of course. Like, hey, you do your thing. I'll do mine when it's my time.
We got skunks. We got raccoons. We got possums. We got squirrels.
Of course you do if you're putting food out. You're going to have every animal.
I'm going to start just putting it out during the daytime, but I don't know how to get the word out to the stray cats.
They'll know. They'll learn if it's not there at night. They'll be like, let's try in the day.
Yeah.
They'll learn. They'll learn.
Gotta get my cats, dudes. Gotta get my cats. In fact, if anyone in California has a cat sanctuary, why don't you hit me up? Because I got a cat that I'm trying to save who doesn't have all the use of his legs.
Oh.
So if you got a cat sanctuary, you want to take an old cute gray cat, let me know.
Yeah.
But no, I hope you think of another spooky thing to tell me, I'm excited.
It's
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
You're excited for it.
You'll think of it.
Fuck, what? It's blow because I should have written it, or I should have texted you, whatever it was. Damn it. Yeah. I'll think about it. It was, I feel, when I went skiing.
Was it like, oh, I saw a Yeti?
Right, I forgot to tell you, I fell in love with a Yeti. That's what it was. Strong. I fell in love with a Yeti.
The strong, silent type.
The strong. Oh, I will say this isn't spooky, but when I went skiing, and I will say, I felt masks on. I felt safe.
Also, you got to wear something over your face while you're skiing. It's cold.
It actually is like. Very nice. I'm like, why wasn't I just wearing stuff over my face before? It's fucking nice. Yeah. But in the line ahead of me, there were these two girls who looked just like Anna and Maya from Pen 15. If they had gone on like a snowboarding trip in 2000, I was I wanted to take a picture and like send it to Anna. Because I kind of know her to be like, look at like, it was like there was this tall blonde girl who was just so skinny and like wearing a funny bucket hat and like the biggest jacket and the just funny snow pants. And when she got on the lift, she even crossed her leg that didn't have the snowboard attached to her. And I was like, Anna would totally have done that. Totally have done that. And then the Maya one had like, I think they might have been European, had a really cool haircut, like a funky cool haircut, but then was wearing a big animal sweater and then had their snow pants like bunched up above their huge boots. And I was like, this just feels like how Maya, it blew my mind. It made me very happy. Just be like, look at Pen 15. On a snowboard trip.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Also, guys, if you haven't seen Pen 15, do yourself a favor and watch it.
It's such an incredible show.
It's so good.
I've been thinking, I was like, I should watch it again for like the third time. It's so good.
So good. The second season, it's very rare that a second season is as good or better than the first.
Right.
But I was like, this is great. This is good.
So good. Good. Okay, I gotta rewatch it.
Also, they're both pregnant at the same time.
I know. They're such best friends.
But also, I'm like, that works for production schedule for me, so I get to watch more.
Exactly. Yep. They did.
Get her done, girls.
They timed it perfectly.
Get those babies out of the way so I can watch more teenage romance.
It's so good. But that was very funny. I'm just like, that is funny. Totally them.
It makes sense because all those styles have sort of come back around.
Right. It totally does. And they just looked exactly like how each would individually look if there was an episode where they go on a snowboarding trip or something.
I just got upset realizing that when your teenage styles come around, that means you're old. Because remember, we'd be like, bell bottoms are cool. Like, oh, that's so throwback.
God. Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's because they were 20 years old.
Are bell bottoms back?
No, but like when we were teens, it was because those people were 20 years older, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I like that the 90s are kind of back.
Yeah.
Because that's when I feel I thrived fashion-wise, was in my elementary school.
Oh, yeah. Elementary school?
I fucking destroyed it. And then middle school, oof. High school, ooh. I feel like I may have said this. I just started figuring out how clothes fit on my body like 2 years ago.
it's not intuitive because you think I should wear what's popular or what other people, and sometimes that's not how your body is.
Not at all.
And the people who made the stuff popular are models, and their bodies aren't like normal bodies.
I'm always like, I want to dress like J. Crew models, and it's like, oh, my body doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that to shirts and pants. It just kind of.
My body didn't do that.
My body doesn't do that.
No, I think I've said this already that last year I was like, I should wear more fitted shirts, not like tight, but wearing a baggy shirt while you're already a bigger person just makes you look even bigger.
Right.
So I bought like more like fitted tees. And then this year I just look like Winnie the Pooh because they've all come up real high because of the pandemic, guys.
You're also just not wearing pants.
No, I can't fit in those. You know, I just had to give up on it. The people at AutoZone were so upset earlier today. All right. Shall we listen to a story? We'll just jump into this shit.
Do it.
Ha ya da.
Ha ya da. Let's fucking listen.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I have 2 strange stories for you that I wanted to share. First one is about 10 years ago. My grandfather, who lived to the age of 98, he walked every day. He was in great shape. Right before he died, he was in hospice for about 4 days, and he was in a wheelchair. It was the only time I saw him in a wheelchair, and that was the last time I saw him. So fast forward, I get pregnant with my daughter, and at a certain point in the pregnancy, they test you for all these genetic diseases, and it's a little stressful. And so I didn't know if I was making the right decision, and I was really stressed out about it. So I go to bed, and one night I'm dreaming that my Bompa, I call him my Bompa, I dreamt that Bompa was in the room with me in a wheelchair, the way I last saw him, and he gets out of the wheelchair, and I am crying, and I'm so excited to see him, and I give him a hug, and he's telling me he feels great, everything's great. So I tell him that I'm pregnant, and he says, I know, and then he tells me that my daughter is going to be wonderful, that she's going to be perfect, that everything was going to be fine, and that I'm going to freak out, that there's something that's going to freak me out, but everything's going to be okay. So I said, okay, Baba, and that was my dream. So then right before my due date, I had another dream. My daughter was born right on my due date, surprisingly. And so that night, I had gone to bed, and I was really tired. So I have another dream. My Bompa comes to me again. And in the dream, there's a bunch of other people in the room, like my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. And nobody can see him. Nobody can hear him. So I'm trying to talk to them and give messages from him. And he and I are playing with what looked like one of those plasma balls. And we're tossing him back and forth, and I'm telling everyone, like, oh, we're playing with plasma ball. And anyway, so we're playing for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's so good to see you. And he says, I have to go now, but we are going to see each other really, really soon. And I was like, okay. So I wake up, I don't see him again, I go into labor. My labor was really short. It was like 3 hours, which is unheard of for the first time. And I get in there, and I'm giving birth, and the nurses start getting freaked out, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And they told me that my daughter's umbilical cord was completely knotted in like a really tight knot, which is life-threatening and could have put her in distress. So they're acting like it's an emergency situation. They're like working really fast. I give like one push and she's out, and they're like, oh my God, you have a miracle baby. We don't know how long her cord has been tied. We don't know how long she's been like this. Like, you have a miracle. And I swear to God, it was definitely like my Bompa, like, thank you for giving me the heads up, Bompa. Appreciate it. So then I I had my daughter, and about when she was about a year and a half old, she was in the kitchen. And kind of a backstory, my Bompa was a composer and a conductor, and he met my grandmother through music. She was an opera singer, so she had made all these recordings. We had a recording on CD of her singing all these beautiful songs and some popular stuff or whatever. So I had this CD and I played it on the computer out loud. And my daughter, who was like a year and a half, she was just sitting like in the kitchen, not doing anything. The music came on and her face lit up, and she gets up in like her, kind of clumsy 1.5-year-old walking, like toddler walking, and like waddles over to me and puts her head on my chest and just like has this big smile on her face. And she's just like kind of like humming along with the songs of my grandma's voice. And I'm just like totally convinced that maybe my Bompa came back as my daughter. So that was my one story. My second story is creepy. I think it was kind of like a botched abduction story. So about 14 years ago, I was dating a guy, and we lived in a house. We shared a house with roommates. We lived all the way upstairs in this little attic, and we had one little window in our bedroom. So we just got a new puppy. She reacted to every little sound, brand new. And one night we were sleeping together, and I was closest to the window. And in my dream, I was dreaming that an invisible UFO or something was outside of the window, and that it was starting to attempt to pull me into it by my feet through the window. And in the dream, or maybe it was reality, I am wide awake, being pulled down my bed towards the window, and I'm holding onto the sheets for dear life, like white knuckle. And I'm watching from my angle, I'm watching my boyfriend sleeping, and I'm watching my dog not making a sound. And so I start screaming in my dream, but no sound is coming out. And then I'm feeling like more and more tugging on my legs and like my body, and I feel myself like lifting up towards the window to where I finally am like fighting so hard to keep myself on my bed that I start screaming, and I woke up, although I felt like I was already awake. I woke myself up, but I also, it took like a good 30-second lag for my boyfriend to finally wake up, and then my dog to finally wake up and like bark frantically. And then I wake up and realize that I have one foot on the floor and the other foot is on my windowsill, and all of the sheets have been pulled completely in the direction of me, like being pulled out the window and fighting for my life. So all the sheets were pulled down to the bottom of the bed underneath my boyfriend and my dog, and they hadn't even reacted. It was creepy. So those are my two stories. Hope you like them.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Gosh.
Whoa, dude.
Alicia, you are right.
That's creepy.
Oh, man. Oh, man, right?
Whoa. Yeah. First story, sweet.
Yes.
And holy like, maybe kid is Bomba.
Bomba.
Is that Bomba? Was it Bomba?
It's Bompa.
Bompa.
And I think I got another email where I think Alicia separated the story. So I'm going to have to email her, make sure that I didn't miss any, because she said, I think she might have like separated them into 2 messages. But,
okay.
You know, because of my rule about 5 minutes. Sorry about it, guys.
Okay.
But she sent a picture of her grandparents when they were younger. So
how cool, composer and an opera singer. Like,
I mean,
that's such a
just
yes, of course,
coolest Bompa.
Of course, Bompa. Wow, like that's absolutely Bompa.
Yes,
that's absolutely Bompa coming in to be like, hey, it's gonna be fine. You will get a little scared at one point, but she's gonna be fine. Like,
also,
holy
like,
shit.
If someone told you to like watch out for something, and then something that is like nerve-wracking happening, you're like, someone already told me about this, so it's not as scary.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Like, oh, that's so cool. If not daughter being Bompa, then Bompa's watching out forever.
Bompa's like, I got you.
Wow.
Don't worry.
Don't you worry.
Don't you
Oh, that's
worry,
a good
baby.
pick, too.
Yeah, a Bompa and Bama.
Yeah.
Bompa.
Wow.
I love all the ways you can call grandparents.
I do too. It's so cute.
Well, you weren't close with your grandparents, or like so
I guess it was just kind of grandma and grandpa, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, know those folks.
I don't know them one bit. My nieces call 2 of my nieces call them Grandma and Pop.
Pop's cute,
which is very cute.
Yeah,
Pop. Yeah.
My grandparents are Mama and Papa.
I think that's so cute.
We had Mama Nona, which is Winona, Papa Odom.
Oh,
that was one set, and then Papa Bruce and Mama Lula May.
That's a good name.
Mama Lula May died when I was 4 or 5. Pretty young. So I don't really like have a lot of memories of her.
Right. Yeah.
Probably my greatest memory of her is that she would give me Halls as candy.
That's so funny. That's
just
perfect.
Eat like a whole bag of Halls.
That's really
just tearing
funny.
up your stomach.
The only thing I remember, this is my dad's side. They lived in Florida, and I went to visit. Like, me and my sisters and family went to visit, and my grandma had a bunch of thimbles.
That was a thing.
She collected thimbles.
Yep. You could collect spoons or thimbles. You got to pick
one.
You
got to pick one. You cannot have both. You cannot have both.
Look,
that's fucking weird.
Sense. It doesn't make sense. No, you got to do thimbles or spoons.
Or spoons. That's it. That's it. How about that's absolutely a botched alien.
I can think of nothing scarier than waking up with my foot on a windowsill.
Awful. Horrifying. Awful.
I'm so mad that that's what happened in your sleep to you.
Like, that must have messed you up for a couple of days.
Truly.
At the very least. Like, also, the couple of times I've slept walk, that whole day after, I've been like, what's going on?
Because you can't trust anything anymore.
You can't trust anything anymore.
You can't trust anything anymore, guys.
You cannot.
Now, there is a woman on TikTok who, her TikTok account is all her sleepwalking. And she's like, the reason I can control it is because if I eat like a lot of dairy before bed, that's when it always happens. So she'll like do it on purpose, and then her husband,
and then record herself.
Yeah, her husband's like, making sure that they put like sensors on the doors and stuff because she does leave.
Whoa!
But her first one was, it's just like her like face up close, and she's like, you guys, I'm I'm staying at a hotel and I sleptwalk and I'm naked and I can't get back in my room.
I have a friend who that happened to.
Oh, is it this lady?
No, I wish. He was telling me a story. We were exchanging sleepwalking stories, and he was like, I had one where I was in a hotel and I woke up in the hall naked without my key.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he was like, I had to like go get help because I slept walk naked out my hotel.
She said she had to get a cushion from the couch. And she's like, and it is not covering me because she's a bigger woman. So it wasn't covering her up very well. And she's like, I went down to the front desk and they acted as if nothing was weird. They're like, absolutely, we'll help you right
nice.
out.
That's so great.
But
Wow.
hers are very funny because she's always like, I don't know, like she once threw a bunch of soda cans in her front yard and she captions it like feeding the yard.
That's very funny. Whoa.
She farted once and then got upset by whoever she thought it was. It's great. She's great.
That's very funny. I gotta
Yeah.
check that out.
I'll find. I'll
Send me
I'll send
some,
you a
send me
good one.
some.
I'm
Thank
I'm
you.
really into TikToks now.
You're sending me all the good ones. I
There's
appreciate it.
a scary one I can send you. That's great.
You got to.
Yeah, it's this lady who is like TikToking, like dancing or something, and then like she sees in her camera a little boy's face behind her.
Ew. Yeah, send me that. That sounds awesome
Yeah.
and nasty.
I just got chills on one tiny part of my head. All right, so let me read one.
Okay.
Okay, so this is entitled "Quarantine Ghost Cat Walking on My Head." Quarantine Ghost Cat walking on my head. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm a huge fan of the podcast and have been listening since the beginning. Woo, woo.
Thank you. Woo, woo.
Early adopter. Shout out to being introduced to Betsy and Mono on Taco Bell on
yeah.
Gabrus's podcast. R.I.P. to my support of Taco Bell. Thanks, 45.
Yep,
First
yep.
off, my deepest condolences to Marcy on the loss of her sweet baby Angel. In February, I lost my best friend of 12 years. Adorable pictures attached. Bad news, she didn't attach them.
Oh no.
That's all right. But if you hear this, you must then write back with your attached photos.
We
Thank
gotta
you.
see those pics.
So I definitely understand that pain, which brings me to my story. Last week, my boyfriend and I had a dumb fight, which I'm sure many couples are experiencing while trapped in a one-bedroom apartment together for the last 14 weeks. Guys, this was so early in the
This
pandemic.
is so early on. We're almost at a year, dude.
14 weeks. Oh, wow. How cute. Wait till you get the other 40, 38 weeks? Yeah,
So,
38 more weeks are
good
coming.
math. Good math.
All right. He decided to sleep on the couch that night. As I was falling asleep, I was just overwhelmed with sadness from the fight mixed with my current depressive state. I thought about my baby girl and how I wish she was there to curl up next to me like she always did. Not long after, while my eyes were closed, I felt a soft thump on the bed, as if a tiny whiskered being had just jumped up.
Whoa.
I then felt something press against the top of my head. My cat's favorite spot to sleep was right on the top of my head, resting half on my pillow. I wasn't scared at all and was overcome by a sense of calm. I like to think this was her telling her she's with me and comforting me as she always did.
Yeah.
Again, love the podcast and hopefully neither of you shit your pants, Marisa. Oh,
That's
Marissa.
so nice, Marissa. It was absolutely your cat being like, hey, I'm here.
Also,
I'm
what
chilling.
the fuck 2020 with all of our animals dying? Why? Why did
mean-
it do that?
I don't know, man. It is tough. Tough
Why?
year.
Dude.
Tough year.
You know what? I think they were
tough time.
bailing before shit got worse.
I think they were. They're like, hey, we know what's up. I'm out of here. I'm
Look,
going to.
I like you. I love you. I cannot do this with you, though.
Yeah.
I must be going.
I must be leaving now.
I
wow.
have to simply get out of here.
You understand. Or you will very soon.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
You're gonna get it.
That honestly was something that comforted me, like being like, I think, a lot of souls just were like, I'm out. There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. I think I could be more use to you guys on the other side.
Right.
Adios.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. This is getting bad, dude.
Shit's getting real.
I got one.
Okay.
This is titled Casper the Butt Grabbing Ghost. Woo! I'd watch that cartoon.
It's not a cartoon, Betsy, but you can watch it.
What? Casper?
It's a porn.
Oh. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
What? Casper's a
Marcy, what are you
cartoon.
Casper's such a cartoon. Why would you ever think?
Marcy, stop your lies.
You're filthy. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Love the podcast and other pleasantries. Thank you.
Thank you.
I grew up in a Catholic household with parents who firmly believed in ghosts, i.e. purgatory, so I've always been open to the paranormal.
I have never thought about ghosts being purgatory.
You never have?
No. You see me? I got my hands up.
Yeah.
Like I'm being
freeze.
held. Okay. Sorry.
No, but that's interesting because the idea of helping move on.
Yes.
I don't know that. I thought you might have. I thought you might have thought of that, dude.
Why don't you say things about it? Come on.
Shit,
Why
man.
didn't you mention this before? Your thoughts, Betsy. It's why we're here.
I feel we talked about purgatory before.
Yeah, I bet we have, and I just don't remember because I got a cottage cheese brain. All right, sorry. I meant also it's not cottage cheese, it's Swiss cheese.
I mean, maybe it is cottage cheese.
It doesn't have holes, but it's very liquidy and lumpy. Okay, sorry.
My brain is that shake on Parmesan cheese. Just
you're like, is this cheese?
A couple of chunks here and there, but you're weirded out that they're all bunched together.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I've had a few funny feelings over the years, but this is the most fun. Woo! A few years back, I moved into a house with my partner and two of our friends. When we first moved in, it was just my partner and I, with our roommates arriving a couple of months later. The house had 2 floors, and when you first walked up to the second floor, there was a landing area where there was a bathroom to the left with a closet across the hall. Both of these rooms had a step to get into the room. The bathroom itself was very small with just a toilet and sink, and the sink was directly in front of you when you walked into the room. After we moved in, my partner was unpacking things upstairs while I was downstairs. While I was downstairs, I heard my partner yell in a faux annoyance, "Babe!" Confused, I yelled back up to him, "What?" There was a pause. Then he asked where I was, so I told him. He came downstairs and asked if I had been upstairs, and I told him I hadn't. He responded, "I swear I heard you walk upstairs and grab my butt." He dismissed it, thinking it was probably the hall closet doorknob hitting him as he was bending over in the room. We went upstairs to test this theory and quickly realized that there was no way it could have been the doorknob because when he stood in the doorway, the doorknob hit his mid-back. Our pervy ghost saw the prime opportunity of my boyfriend bent over and took it to grab his butt. A few months later, one of our other roommates moved in, and at some point in the year we lived in the house, she was brushing her teeth in the bathroom and felt a hand graze over the top of her butt.
What?
Trying to be rational, she considered it was her pants rubbing weird, but quickly realized the plants were not able to produce the same effect in the same place. She walked to my room where I was sitting on my bed and asked if I had walked past and touched her butt.
Okay, something is up with you that
I
everyone
had not.
thinks
Yeah, everybody's
you're
coming to
grabbing
you. Trish, everybody's coming to you to be like, did you
so
touch
hey,
my butt?
you're a big
It's-
butt toucher.
Yeah.
Are you touching my butt right
Did
now?
you just touch mine? I had not. Here we go. If you're keeping count, this is now 2 people blaming me for grabbing their butt when it was definitely not me. While I love a good butt, but in these instances, I did not grab either butt. The ghost seemed to only hang out in this landing area. Over the year, the ghost would push on the door as we were in the bathroom, sometimes closing it if we hadn't closed it before, would walk back and forth while we were in the bathroom as if we were taking too long, and would brush up against us all if we were getting something from the closet. Overall, they were a harmless ghost, and we grew used to their presence. But I do wish they would have asked for consent before grabbing butts. My partner has many more ghostly encounters, including a scary encounter with a Ouija board.
Oh.
I'll try to get him to type it up or get his permission to share because it's not my story to tell. Thanks for bringing ghostly joy to my day, especially during this pandemic. Trish. Trish, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, dude.
It sounds like your ghost was like a boss from the 50s.
Yes. Yeah.
Just,
Exactly. Classic boss from the 50s. Grabbing butts.
Just rubbing up against you.
Pacing back and forth because you're in the bathroom for too long.
Oh, come on. You better be typing in there.
Wow.
Maybe the ghost did ask for permission, but because it's a ghost.
Couldn't.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, if you are cool with me grabbing your butt, why don't you pick up that book over there? And then they'd pick up a
And
book
then
and
they
he's like,
did.
yes.
Or like one person, like as they ask, are you cool with me grabbing your butt? They sneeze and they're like, that's a nod. Here we go.
Say nothing to me if I can grab your butt.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah.
Also, I know why the doorknob couldn't grab your butt because it don't have no hands.
Hey-yo.
Hey-o.
Hey-yo.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Wow. Hey, man. Okay, if I had to come across a ghost, let him grab my butt.
Yes. I mean, no. Let him grab your butt. I don't know.
Because that's funny.
Do you think okay. Would you rather have a ghost grab your butt or whisper sweetheart in your ear?
Ew, grab my butt.
Okay.
Sweetheart is so scary.
Sweetheart.
Butt grabbing can be scary, but it's also funny.
Yeah.
Getting your butt honked.
It's one of those things where I'm positive we should not be doing it anymore, but I know that I will. And I wish I could stop it all, but there's no way to stop it. I know I will grab someone's butt, and I shouldn't.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to pop your butt the next time I can get within 6 feet of you.
Oh, yeah. I will. Butts will be grabbed.
Butts will be
when
grabbed.
This pandemic is when the vaccine is out and in me, I'm grabbing butts.
I'm going to send like a big BCC email, and people are going to think it's like me promoting a show, but it's really going to be like, I'm going to be grabbing butts. Right back to me if you do not want me to grab your butt.
Smart. Just have a list. Oh, okay. Mono, I can grab. Okay. Boop.
Okay. Didn't respond.
Yeah.
Regrets only.
Yeah. I love grabbing a butt.
Oh, butts.
Butts.
Good
They're
old
funny.
butts.
Butts are funny.
Good. You know, you can make a butt too. Like, that's the thing. I don't really have much of a butt. Oh, wow. She's doing it with her hands, guys.
I did it with my hands on Zoom. It's funny. You can make it look like a butt crack.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
You see, it kind of looks like a butt.
Yeah, it looks like a butt.
Oh.
Or actually, because your knuckles are showing, so it kind of looks like a fanny.
A fanny?
Yeah, that's what British people call it.
Oh, it does look like a fanny.
Wait, I'm not on self view, so I have to.
I like it, but you can see like the hair on my. It's a. Oh, look at that. Butts.
But if it's like
Now it looks really butty. Look at.
yeah, you got a little peach fuzz on your
I
butt.
got some peach fuzz on my butt. What if your knuckles looked exactly like your butt?
and that when people shook your hand, they're like, mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
What if people had big old butt shaped knuckles, like they had some big cakes on their knuckles?
That's awesome. Come on, evolution. Let's go.
Also, like I've gone down a real like rabbit hole of looking at before and after pictures of plastic surgery just to kind of wrap my mind around like all the bodies we see on television and music and pop culture are fully created. That is not, no one did a squat to make themselves look that way. It is fully, they got lipo on the love handles and they injected it right back into their tush.
Not everyone.
The majority of people. You would be, who do you think has a great butt? And I will tell you if they probably had surgery.
Who has a great butt? Shit, I'm trying to think now. A butt surgery?
Yes, it's called the Brazilian butt lift.
Who has a great butt? I'm trying to think of who I've recently seen and been like, that's a good butt.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
You can't think of one person. Now. Apparently, you don't like butts as much as you said you did. So. But yeah, I love it. Before and after. I'm gonna Google you. I'm gonna Google Betsy Sidaro before and after.
Butts. Let me see.
People with great. Are you Googling people with good butts?
Yeah, sure. People with good.
People with good butts.
Butts. Jennifer Aniston.
What? She got a good butt?
I don't know. This is just a very random list.
It's a 22 celebrities with the best butts.
Here we go. Let's see celeb butt pictures.
Okay.
Well, see, I know like Cardi. Like that, I feel a lot of people have even said like, yeah, I got a butt job.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of like people I would be blown away to know
that they got a butt
job. You know?
I mean, they're doing it. Here's the telltale sign that they got a high and tight butt and a little. I think Rihanna is all natural.
Yes. Cool. Yes,
I think she's an all natural. And one of the few, but also look at her butt compared to the other butts on this list. Right. That's what a normal good butt looks like.
It's a beautiful butt.
Big old beautiful butt that Riri's got. But then you see other people's butts.
Oh, yeah. You see other people's butts and you're like,
oh, yeah. When they're too high, you're like, I see it. I see what's happening here.
Right.
Jess, our friend Jess and I, a couple years ago, went to the Crazy Horse in Las Vegas.
Yes. Oh, yes.
A couple nights in a row, actually. And seeing like the butts there, it's like butts are the new boobs.
Yes.
And a lot of the dancers didn't have giant boobs, but they did have. It's so interesting because you can really tell because they have narrow little hips and then a big round butt behind it. And you're like, I don't know if that's how they really grow all the time. And I don't know that 12 of you would have the exact same one.
The exact same butt.
Like maybe
butts are the new boobs.
Butts are the new boobs. But yeah,
hey,
anytime
I'm
you
here
feel
for it all.
If you're like, oh, she looks great, just like Google before and after and see what's up.
Okay.
It'll just make you feel better about like, oh yeah, that could be attained by money. Money makes that. Money makes those butts go round. Huh? What if you got a big old butt?
A nice big butt.
Big old,
nice big butt.
Big old pound cakes. All right, we talked about butts enough. Everyone go get your butts. Let's listen to a story.
Yes, I hope it's about butts.
It's gonna be, baby. Baby, don't you worry.
Baby, don't you worry. It's gonna be about butts.
Hey Betsy and Marcy, my name is Kimberly and I'm from Rialto, California. So there's a few things that you should know as background before we get into this story. I'm Mexican Catholic, in which I just finished hearing about a listener's story where he was cursed as a baby, and he was rubbed all over with eggs, and I just find it so funny. I was laughing the whole time because you guys were like, what's going on? But I, as a Mexican Catholic, I obviously knew what was going on. He got the evil eye, el ojo, which basically is when, as a baby, you're very weak to getting things like that. It's a type of curse, and you get cleansed with an egg. So I just thought that was really funny while listening. But anyways, as a Mexican Catholic, that leads me into the point that my mom is kind of like a low-key witch. She has done some questionable things in the name of religion, and she said she used to go to psychics and tarot readings before she had me, or I think when I was very young. So I'm very in tune with my surroundings, and I've had many interactions. So I have a lot of stories. Like, I'll just sum it up. A ghost calling me twice. I have a curse on technology. I had a phobia of Bloody Mary. I get sleep paralysis with some weird things going on. I had a ghost pretending to be one of my roommates. I had a ghost who ran me out of my house, and I kind of have proof with that, but we'll see. And I was kind of low-key possessed. Yeah, so the story I want to talk about today is a ghost pretending to be one of my roommates. During this time, I was living in Chico as a college student. I had two roommates, which we're going to name Guy 1 and Girl 2. Repeat. Guy 1 and Girl 1. And we each had our own rooms, and I also had a cat named Barb. So when this first happened, was when Girl 1, she was abroad, so we had a guy, who we'll call Guy 2, take over her room till she came back. So one Friday, I was in the living room watching something on TV using my laptop. And I remember, because my laptop was connected to the TV with the HDMI. And while I was watching TV, Guy 2 left out the door with his bags as he was leaving town to go back home for the weekend. I didn't go to sleep till late at night, and I had only been doing my homework and watching TV. And so I had left all my paperwork and mess in the living room, and I went to sleep. On Saturday, I decided I was going to clean the living room and the kitchen since I had left a mess. And then on Sunday, I needed my laptop, but I could not find it. And I was freaking out so bad because I was just like, my laptop just can't disappear. I was looking for it in the living room. Since that was the last place I saw it, I checked my room. I even checked the kitchen cabinets and my fridge because I was just like, where the heck did it go? And no luck. And so then I was like really starting to think someone broke into the apartment just to steal my laptop. Like, they ignored all our TVs and PlayStations and everything, and they just took my laptop. And I asked Guy number 1 if he had seen it, and he said no, and he helped me look. And so in a desperate attempt, I checked Guy number 2's room, and guess what? My laptop was under his pillow. As I said, Guy number 2 wasn't even in town when when I had my laptop. Like, he left out the door and I was using my laptop. So he wasn't even home that weekend. And I trust Guy number 1, so I know for a fact he did not do it. So then nothing happened for a few months, and Guy number 2 moved out, and girl number 1 came back, and then things got weird again. So whenever I hear weird noise, I always think ghost first, then robber second, before I rationalize things. Just to make that clear, I always think ghost. But this time I kept thinking it was my roommates, and I actually think that's so much creepier because, like I said, my first natural reaction is ghost. And so one day I was in the kitchen and with Girl 1 doing homework, and I hear a ping, and when metal hits metal quickly, we have an AC thing with a metal panel, and the end of the metal panel kind of is bent outward. So I had thought my cat's name tag had hit it. And so I get up to check, and I'm calling her name, and then my roommate goes like, oh, she's sitting right next to me this whole time. And I was like, what? Like, what's going on? So I'm freaking out because I was just like, well, what was that noise? And I go to check the floor, and there is nothing on the floor because I was like, maybe it was like a bolt, but there's nothing. And as I'm freaking out, the light flickers, and my roommate ignores me, and I'm freaking out, and she's just doing homework. So I had to calm down because I was just like, I was just like, she's not freaking out with me. I need to calm down. And so then the time passes. I'm in my room when I hear someone in the kitchen, and I can hear the cabinets opening and closing, and I'm like, okay, whatever, like, my roommate's just, cooking. And then, and I think it's guy number 2 because I know for a fact that girl number 1 was out of her apartment for the whole day. And I meant guy number 1, not number 2. But I knew it was him since, like I said, girl number 1 was out of the apartment the whole day. And I thought nothing else of it because, like I said, I thought it was my roommate doing cooking. And I'm in the kitchen later that day doing homework, and guy number 1 comes home. And he came home from work. He had his work uniform, and I'm talking to him. We're just chatting. And then I stop and I realized something. And I was like, wait a minute, I heard you cooking earlier. And so I asked him, I was like, what time did you go to work? And he was like, 6 a.m. And then I was like, so you have not been in the apartment at all? And he goes, no. And so then I start freaking out, and I tell him what happened. And again, he was just like, oh, that's weird. And then it was just the end. But I was just like, how is no one freaking out? And so this other experience happened in the same month. I was in the living room building my cat a crate, and I remember distinctly turning off all the lights other than the living room light, because I remember thinking, oh, I don't need that many lights since I can see perfectly fine while building this crate just with the living room light. And I'm building it, and I had my back towards the hallway, and that's prevalent because as I have my back towards the hallway, I can't see if that light turns on. But anyways, it had been off, and I heard. Okay, let me backtrack a bit. So we have a washer and dryer in the hallway, and they're behind those wooden doors that fold as you slide them open. And I heard the sound that the door was sliding open. So I thought, oh, guy number 1 was washing since girl number 1 wasn't home. But I didn't hear anything other than the laundry doors open. And I turn around and the light's on in the hallway, and I know that it wasn't me, but no noise is coming from there, and I would have heard his door close. So I was just like, don't you ever hear a sound and you're just like, this isn't right, it's in some things aren't adding up. So I text him like, hey, are you washing? And he replies no. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I call him out of his room, and I'm like, hey, did you turn on the lights? And he goes, no. And I tell him, what's happening? And I was like, dude, I'm not lying. I thought you were going to wash because I heard the laundry door open, and you turned on the lights. The lights were off, and now they're on. And he was like, he was trying to rationalize it. Oh, maybe the light switch got stuck in the middle or something, and that's why it flicked up. But I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, why doesn't anyone believe me? That's why I'm telling you guys, because I was like, someone needs to freak out as much as I do about things like this. And yeah, after that, everything quieted down. But, there was a rumor that the building was haunted, because I know people who lived in that same building, and they said that weird things happened as well. And we all came to the conclusion that the ghosts would hop around apartments. And so that's why after it quieted down in my apartment, maybe someone else was getting haunted. Anyways, I hope you like that story, because like I stated, I have way more stories, and I hope to send you them soon. I'm thinking I might send you the one about the time I got possessed. Okay, thank you.
Yes! You gotta send us that one.
Possessed?
Wow.
Also, I want to hear about a low-key witch.
Yes, I want to hear about all of it. Oh my gosh. A ghost in college apartments.
Oh,
Party,
boy, they love it. They
Party.
love college.
The laptop being under
So
Guy
weird.
2's pillow
So
is
weird.
so fucking weird.
Like, how do we account for that, right?
Right.
We can't. It's impossible.
Because
That's the
even
problem.
even if it were like Guy 2 stole it, which he didn't because he wasn't there. Or even Guy 1 stole, like, putting it under a pillow,
Unless the only other thing I could think of is someone breaks in, right? They find her laptop and they're like, okay, grab it. And they're like going to like find other stuff. And they're like, shit, someone heard me. And then they hide it underneath a pillow and run out. But why wouldn't they just run out with it?
With it. Right. Right. Wow.
So, throw that idea out.
Yeah, come on.
Marcy.
Whoa. Spooky.
Also, isn't it so weird whenever you hear something, you're like, gotta be my cat's collar hitting the air conditioner return vent. And you're like, why does my brain jump? Like, that's how much our brains rationalize and are always putting things together.
Yep.
So you actually cannot trust yourself at all, guys, because your brain is always processing and it is fallible. So
but it is, though, like, what's also, and we hear this a lot, is knowing the specific sounds of the places you live and stuff, where it's just like, there is no, like, it was that or whatever, is so, it's so creepy. Because I know there's so many sounds in my house where I'm like, I know exactly what that is, and it would be weird if I heard it and then no one came out, or like, or the heat didn't come on, whatever.
When I moved from my old bedroom to the backer to the larger
to the backer room
in the larger room in the back, all of a sudden a whole new world of noises.
Of course.
And it was so scary,
right?
Because there's a bit of an access point for critters in the back there. So all of a sudden you hear like a fat ass raccoon that sounds like a man living in your attic. Could be. I'd rather be a beer bellied raccoon. Or like we have our hot water heaters outside, and it's in like a metal, like a tin.
Yep.
Enclosement. Wait, what? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Enclosure.
Yeah.
Enclosement's not a thing,
enclosure.
Right?
Yeah. Enclosure.
And when the wind blows, it like makes like big banging noises.
Oh yeah.
So it sounds like someone's like kicking it or something.
Ooh, yeah.
It took me a while to be like, no one's going to murder you.
Right.
Or they might. And they're just biding their time.
Yeah. What if it is a murderer just being like, do, 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 like playing around and being
He's like Sebastian and the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, yeah. He's playing xylophone on your water heater, making you feel like, okay, it's just the water heater.
Yeah, it does. No. It is like a very good song when it's happening.
Something about wanting to just be underwater because it's more fun than up in the sun.
Life is better down where it's wetter.
Yeah,
under
weird.
the sea. Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. It would have been wild in college to have a roommate who was like, who had a lot of paranormal experiences.
But you're not having any of it. So you're just
right.
like, why are you lying all the time?
Right. Are you sure somebody, like, that would be so wild.
Thank God when I had my haunted apartment, every single person that lived there heard it.
That is pretty rad of like, oh yes, everybody's experienced something. Like,
and then every now and then we'll catch up and we can like reaffirm and validate that yes, that is something that happened.
That's so huge. Cause yeah, like they were saying, I'm just like, I needed to tell you so that you guys could freak out with me because none of my roommates were.
Especially if like you have such a big reaction to something and then everyone's like,
Yeah, whatever, man.
Guys, this is why having a therapist is great, because
it's awesome.
when you have anything, even when you try to downplay it, they're like, no, that sounds really hard. And you're like, it was really hard.
It really was.
It was really hard.
Right.
It was bad.
Right. It's pretty nice. You're like, okay, I am able to feel this way. All right, let's go. Knucking butts, dude.
Okay, should I read another one?
Yeah.
Okay, this one says grandmother. Wait, no.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, Marcy. It says dead grandmother's house. ... Nope. In all caps.
Nice.
And I don't know what that means, so I'm excited to read it.
I'm so pumped to find out what that means.
No idea.
Nope.
All right. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I love your podcast, and it's my favorite thing to listen to on my way to and from work. Thank you. I was sad when I caught up after binging it for so long because that meant I'd have to wait a whole week between episodes. The upside of quarantine is that I don't have a commute currently. So after a short podcast break, I realized that I now have a chunk of episodes saved up so I can binge them again. Yay!
Yes! Awesome!
Awesome! We should also give people recommendations of other podcasts they should be listening to, right?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. I mean, not now.
Yeah.
Later, we'll think of it.
I mean, not right now. Jeez.
I'm panicking. I can't think of. You ever heard of My Favorite Murderer?
I listen to.
Oh, wait, it's My Favorite Murder, not Murderer. You know what? I'm starting a podcast called My Favorite Murderer.
My Favorite Murderer?
And it's just fanning out about murderers and being like, I love his eyes, how they look dead.
How they're just so, like shark eyes. Oh, I love that.
Oh my God, I love his big vacant face.
You don't even talk about like the crimes that they did, but just the look of them.
Or you talk about them all like people said, like it's a rumor, but not substantiated.
Right. And like I heard that Ted would act hurt to like get ladies to help him.
I think that's so vulnerable and sweet.
Which is like, I love helping grown men who are hurt. And who need directions.
Oh my God. There's nothing I like better than a man who will admit he needs help.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm getting this back on the track. I've already registered My Favorite Murderer. All right. Okay. I have a weird story about my grandmother's funeral, but I'm not sure if it's scary enough. So I'm trusting you guys to have some big reactions. So it sounds a little scarier than it is. Here we go.
You got it.
Here, I'll start it off by. Okay. My grandmother on my dad's side passed away when I was in college. She and the rest of my dad's family live in New Jersey, so we had to fly there and stay overnight for a few nights. My grandmother lived with my aunt, so we stayed in all caps their house.
Oh.
We always stayed with my grandmother when we were visiting on normal trips, so it made sense that we would be staying there this time. But it gave me a funny feeling.
Yeah, titty line.
The first
Nice.
night staying there, I set my stuff up in the bedroom next to the one my grandmother used to sleep in. I was not going to sleep in her old room. Sorry to my brother who did have to sleep in there.
Yeah.
I didn't like shutting the door while I'm sleeping, which may be an unpopular opinion, but it makes me feel like I'm trapped in the room and things could lurk over with no one else knowing. Gross!
Big time gross.
Big time gross, you're correct. However, I did close the door this time because my aunt and dad and brother were all staying in the house too, and it made sense to close the door for privacy. Though it was not my room, though it was not the room my grandmother used to sleep in, it still weirded me out. There was a small window in the back wall without any curtains, and it was always open because it was early fall and still kind of warm. So just a square, open, dark window. Great.
Oh. Awesome.
Then there was a mirrored closet directly facing the bed. Gross.
Yep. Nasty.
I spent most of the night scared because I was clearly weirded out with this whole situation from the beginning, but I don't know what to make of what happened next.
Oh.
I don't know how to do what I'm trying to do. I'm going.
You know, Friday the 13th. Hot. Jason's always so hot. Hot. I mean, Jason does go to hell. Kind of. The whole movie is just him get kind of like still in this world, and then they send him to hell at the very end.
Thank God.
He's not burning in hell.
He's full of water. Okay. I was trying to sleep when all of a sudden I felt my sheets get pulled off me. When I looked up, oh my God. When I looked up, I also saw the door slowly pull open. What? No. I refused to look anywhere near the mirror just in case. I was frozen for a minute and walked downstairs where my dad was watching TV. I told him my door opened. He looked at me confused, said, "What?" I was like, my door just opened. He could tell I was weirded out, but he told me to go back to bed and just keep the door open. I spent the rest of the night holding covers over my head so I wouldn't end up actually seeing anything if any ghosties were there.
Right.
Now, skeptics may be thinking this was related to the open window, but the direction the door opened in and the direction my sheets fell in were opposite directions. It doesn't totally make sense for this bed to be related to a gust of wind. Any other night, it might have seemed totally innocent, but the fact that I was sleeping in my grandmother's house the night before her funeral makes the whole thing feel suspicious.
Whoa.
Also, my grandmother was the kind of person who was super attentive and wanted to make sure you were always comfortable and taken care of. If this was my grandma, why would she pull my covers off of me?
I was just thinking that, like, nuh-uh, man.
That's not very hospitable. What do you think it was? What do you all think it was? Completely unrelated. My boyfriend told me I'd be an awful character in a horror movie or person to haunt, because now whenever I see something scary, I just yell gross or ooh. I blame you two. Anyway, you two are hilarious, and I think we should all be best friends. If you read this on the podcast, I'll scream. Love you,
Ooh.
Sierra. Scream,
Sierra,
girl.
scream, let it out. Sierra, that is fucking nasty and scary.
Yes.
Pull the sheets getting pulled off.
Grandma.
And then at the same time, door opening? Okay. Nuh-uh.
Look,
Grandma can't do that.
Even if we give the door
It's
opening.
not Grandma.
It's not Grandma. Even if we give the door opening to the window, which is not typically how it works, it usually works that doors close.
Thank
because
you.
of wind, right?
Thank
they don't
you.
like pop open.
No.
Yeah, they close. But let's give that to the skeptics. How is she gonna fall off of you? It's a tornado blowing him away? No.
Yeah. No. No, not at all. Getting pulled off like that. God, that bums me out. Ouch. Guy.
I don't think it was someone like
It's not Grandma.
I think it was someone who already haunted the house that Grandma never wanted to tell you about.
Right.
She didn't want to scare you.
Right.
And so they were like, who is this?
Yeah, let me.
And they pulled the sheets back. They're like, that's not who I thought it was. And they're like, let me sneak out this room.
I'm going to get out of here. Oops and dope. Okay, they're looking. Oops and daisy. All right.
Oh, boy. This is humiliating.
This is not the person who I usually spooky spoon with, but we get out of here, man. Yikes. Awkward.
Yikes. He's like pulling his ghost collar. Also, Betsy, I think because you're writing a horror right now, you should make a character always say, ew, nasty about things.
Marcy?
It's happening.
I wrote a character for myself, and that's what happens.
Ew, yucky, nasty.
Oh, sick. Ew. It's so yes.
Because that's, I think, a very funny specific thing that I've never seen in a horror. They're always like, ah! What if someone's like, oh, fuck you?
Ooh, yeah. I got it from my mom.
She get it from her mama.
Growing up, my whole family does it. Like, my mom started it of like, if we hear or see something scary, we're all like, ew, rather than, ew, gross, ew, nasty.
Mine is just to get mad at whoever is around you.
That's fair. That's fair too.
If something scary happens, find the person that you love the most, accuse them of it. They get very mad that they've done something wrong and that there must be a bad guy in the situation.
Yes, do that. That's very good.
You gotta go to therapy, guys. Okay, Betsy, you gonna read me one?
I got you one. This one's entitled "The Shadow Figure." Ooh. Clear my throat. Here we go. Hi, my name is Jaidyn, and this experience happened in fifth grade on a field trip. I had to wake up around 3:15 to get ready and get to school around 4:00.
What kind of torture?
What's this field trip, man?
Oh, guys, we're gonna go feed some roosters. Crack of dawn.
I was getting dressed, and I had the feeling of being watched from all around me. Then later, while I was brushing my teeth after I was in the bathroom, then all of a sudden I felt someone or something pull at my sweatshirt sleeve. I looked, but there was nothing there. But then I saw the shadow figure. I screamed and ran downstairs and really wanted to get out of the house. Back when I first moved into the house I am in now, Back when I first moved into the house I'm in now, I found legit stuff from when there were kings and queens. Golden crowns, metal teacup, weird-looking magnifying glass, etc. By the way, I think that there could be plenty of ghosts and shit like that, so yeah. Wait, what? Where do you live? A castle?
What if you're just living in Tennessee and they're like, I found some kings and queens shit living here?
Yeah, maybe.
Jaidyn, where are you from?
I want to know some stuff, Jaidyn. What was the field trip where you had to get up so early and get to school by 4 a.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, where?
Tell us where this royalty lives. Where do they reside?
Right. Wow.
What
spooky.
is it with things being like, I'm just going to tug. I just want to tug a little bit.
I just want to give a little tug of the sleeve or the hair.
Want them
that's
to know
it.
that I'm here and I care.
Maybe that's it. Of like, this won't freak them out too much if I just give a little tug. Where it's like, that's creepy, man. I'm telling you, grab my butt. And that won't freak me out as much as a tug.
I don't know. If this is a fifth grader, I think do not grab that fifth grader's butt.
Grade. Yes. Don't do that. A tug, just, hey,
tug on their sleeve.
I'm going to say this. Don't bother anyone.
You're right.
That's for all ghosts. Just don't bother anyone.
I think the same rules should apply for ghosts that do grown-ups. You don't go up to kids and bother them.
Thank you.
What are you, a pervert? Get out of here or go to jail, ghosts.
Yeah, come on.
Tugging on a little kid's sleeve.
Ooh, spooky, man.
Being in fifth grade's hard enough.
It's so hard. You're learning fractions. And
also, you're like not in elementary school because you're not a baby, but then all the kids who are older treat you like a baby and you're like, hello, I'm in fifth grade. And they're like, you are in elementary school. You're like, nuh-uh, this school has a junior high and I'm part of it.
Whoa, mine didn't.
Was fifth grade in elementary? Fifth grade
was elementary school. Sixth grade was middle school. And even then I was like, sixth grade, this is intense, man. For a sixth grader.
Our elementary school was kindergarten through fourth grade.
Wow.
And then 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th were our middle school. It
Whoa.
makes sense if you divide up 12 into 3
True.
schools.
True.
And then 9th, 10th, 11th. And then some schools had a freshman school.
By itself.
Yes.
Whoa.
I guess it just depends on how many buildings you got in your district.
True.
Right?
True. Yes. True.
Also, I think at one point it was just the elementary and the high school because they were right next door to each other. But then the middle school was like a mile away.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I think it used to be very small. Very, 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 very small.
Very small.
Very small.
Very small.
Anyway, 5th grade's hard. So I was...
5th grade's tough, man.
You know what I was
I
doing?
had fun in 5th grade.
I was wearing...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was wearing sweatshirts that matched my sweat shorts.
Fuck
from the
yes,
Limited
Marcy. Oh, Marcy.
Yes,
That's cool, dude.
Absolutely.
That's very cool.
I think that combo should come back. Sweat shorts and sweatshirts.
I have some
Great. I think
that go together, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I think that should make a comeback. Absolutely.
Hey, get some. I have a bunch of sweat shorts.
I guess
they rule.
Any of my sweatpants into sweat shorts.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
That's true.
Okay. Did we both read one? Should we listen to one?
Let's listen to one.
Let's listen to one.
Let's tissy to wee.
Tissy to tootie.
Tissy to twee. Twee.
Tweet tweet.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. My name is Jennifer, and this is my story. I also actually have quite a few experiences that I could tell you about, and maybe I'll send those in other recordings. So first I'll say that I do what's called energy work. So this just means sensing the energy in someone's field in a variety of different ways. You get skilled at it. Some of it you can just intuitively pick up, and then just like anything, you cultivate the skill. And so I've taken a number of courses. And so one of the courses that I was taking, I had graduated and I was assisting a class. And so these new graduates were working on volunteers, people who were coming in and wanted energy treatment. And so people come in for a variety of reasons. They might be injured. Mostly they have an illness. A serious illness, because people don't go to energy work until they've turned over every other stone. Then they get desperate, and then they try alternative stuff. So this woman came in who was who did not tell us what her condition was. And I actually didn't work on her. I was working on another person, and two of the new graduates were working on her. And after the treatments at the end of the day, we all debrief. We all sit in a circle and talk about our experiences and what we learned and how we help these people. And the kind of work we do is called Qigong. It's a Chinese medicine technique, and Qi means energy and Gong means work, so it's energy work. So we worked. These new graduates worked with this woman, and the woman came in. She was maybe in her 70s, and she said to the people working on her, just see what you see. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything. Just tell me what you experienced and what you sense. And so normally they would ask her a bunch of questions, but they didn't, because she just wanted them to just do what they're going to do and get what they get from her energy field. So they worked on her for a while, and it came to them that there was a lot of grief. And you can feel that. Some people just feel that emotionally. Some people feel that palpably. They can sense it. And so they asked her, is there a lot of grief? And she said yes. And then they worked a bit longer, and they sensed that there is this young man in her field. in her energy field, and she said, yes, there's a young man. And then they kept working, and they eventually came forward that her son had committed suicide a number of years before, like 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And so they just helped to, lift this heavy burden that she was carrying and help her process some of this grief. So as they were talking about this at the end of the day, when we were debriefing, I was listening to the experience that they had, and the whole room got really heavy, I guess. The whole room, it just became very painful to be there, just very uncomfortable to be there. And then I started to experience such massive grief. It was like the grief of 20 years sort of all hitting me at one time. And I was just sitting on a chair listening to their experience and listening to my teacher talk to them about this and guiding them for, guiding all of us about what we might do for this. And then over the course of literally 10 seconds, this grief became so insanely massive in my system, in my body, in my spirit, and in my heart, that I was catapulted to the floor and was crying uncontrollably. And this all happened literally over the course of 10 seconds. And I was freezing cold, and the grief just hit me like a freight train. And I had my hand on my chest, and I was just sobbing uncontrollably on the ground. Uncontrollably. I didn't even know what was going on. I've experienced loss of immediate family before, but this was not that. It wasn't the loss of my parent that I had gone through. It was a different thing. So I came out of this intense experience, and this lasted for me on the ground, freezing cold, sobbing on the floor for about 20 seconds. And then I realized that it was her son. He was there with us in the room, and he was needing help to move out of this place that he was in, hanging out in his mother's energy field and just stuck there. She was keeping him there with her guilt of not helping him when he was alive, and he was stuck there. So he just found a good home for 30 seconds, jumped into me, and then I just processed for him all of this grief that it just came out of me. I think I was a good candidate because I have a brother who was, I guess, suicidal and had a really hard time for a lot of his life. He's good now, and so I was worried about him. And so I think I might have been, I was sort of there a little bit. So this basically what I had realized is this ghost, I guess we can call him, or this young man's spirit jumped into me. I felt it. It was freezing cold. I was cold for about an hour afterward. I had to wrap myself in blankets and do a lot of jumping jacks and moving around to get myself back into my body. And so he just jumped into me. My teacher was there. She helped move him on to the other side, and I recovered, and I kind of did what I could for him, I guess. So that happened, and I hope that this woman who is grieving so deeply every day in her life the loss of her son is able to process it a little bit easier. Okay, thanks so much. I love you too, and I love your show, and I've got more stories, so I'll send them in.
That's Jennifer. Everything is what a wild job.
I was thinking if What if at my job I just fell to the ground and cried? They would be like, something's, but like to have, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would happen at that job because they are working with energy. But if by any chance you just like worked at a coffee shop and then someone's grief jumped into
somebody's energy, took you over. Like, sorry, oh God, that is. I wonder if that's like, I mean, that must happen.
Like
a lot, maybe not a lot, but like in that field.
Oh, that yes,
yeah. You know, I mean, of like, oh, they were working on this, and then like I walked into the room, oh shit, or I was listening. Like I'm blown away. I'm really just
like meaning that like that. Either you pick up what your client has, or that even when it's not your client, you walk in and you're like, it's attached to you.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, think of it like this. If it is an ailment, like you could pass on a certain ailment. If you're working with a doctor, you could get your doctor sick. So I guess this is like, you could give your emotions to your energy worker.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I bet like I'm not the first person to say this, but like I bet like psychics and intuitives and every like after some sessions I bet after every session are pooped.
Yes.
And just drained and like take on that. You know what? No, I will say I am the first person to ever say or think that, actually. So
no one's ever thought
blowing
of it before.
all of your minds right now.
I mean, you guys have all watched Psychic Kids, right? I love it. There was a reboot with the Psychic Kids. They grew up, and so they are teaching themselves how to protect themselves from other energy.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess if you're like debriefing at work, you're probably not thinking that you need to do that. And maybe, and these people were students, some of them, so maybe they didn't even know to. And
right.
And Jennifer was just more sensitive to it.
Right. And especially with that extra layer, like she was saying, that extra layer of having a similar experience.
Yes.
In her life.
To understand that grief.
In a way.
And if you think about the son, like if it was so used to being attached to its mom and he had detached, then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
what do I do?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
incredible.
That's incredible, yeah.
Like, and I can't believe I thought of that for the first time ever.
It's amazing, Betsy.
I feel I should probably write a book about it.
I was going to say you should write a book.
I should probably write a book about my revelation.
Instincts are correct. You should write a book.
Whoa.
What else are you going to say in the book?
I was just thinking that I'm like, it's going to be one page and just me being like, I bet people get pooped after sessions like this.
It's a great book.
It's a New York Times bestseller.
Look, it's only 35 cents and it's one page. It's doing great.
It's a really good book.
It's a page turner, but there's no other pages, so it leaves you wanting more.
It leaves you really turning the pages and be like, there has to be something else.
But there's not. That's it. That's
there's
all
not at all. There's not at all. Whoa.
Yeah, I want to hear more stories about energy workers.
I do too. That's incredible. I mean, I've said incredible. I should write also, it's incredible. This book is incredible if I have to describe it in any way.
Your foreword? You're writing your own foreword. Yeah.
This book is incredible. Okay.
I love it because she believes in herself and it makes me believe in myself.
Right.
I was going to say one of my longest fears that I don't really have as an adult was that people could read my mind.
Oh, right.
And so the way it manifests itself as a grown-up now, because I don't really think people can read my mind, but I do worry that like people who, especially like energy workers, can like pick up on stuff about me.
Oh, yeah.
That like, I don't know.
Whoa.
And then I'm like, oh no, they read my mind right now. Because, you know, your brain just does so much stuff. So you're like, it's just at any moment I could think something awful. So
Too much stuff. I don't know if they can read minds.
yes, but maybe they don't even tell us because they don't. They want to keep it a
That's
secret.
true. That's true. We
They're
don't
like-
know. We
It's
don't
like you
know.
don't. If you like watching your neighbor walk around naked, you don't tell them you can see them walk around naked. You keep it to yourself and peek.
True. Very true. Do you watch your neighbor get naked?
No, I think they probably can see me though. I like think if I like just cover my boobs with my hands that that's not them seeing me naked. But
That's it. You can't see anything. That's so funny.
I'm like, why do I put my clothes right by the window?
Yeah, Marcy, come on.
I just I need the
It's
whole
fine.
room is the thing.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
These are really fun. These are
These
great.
are so good. Keep sending them in. They
Yes.
rule. We love them. They're incredible.
They're incredible.
Incredible.
Ugh.
The incredible edible egg. Isn't that something?
No, I think you thought of that for the first time just now.
Whoa, cool. I'm on fire, Marcy.
You're
I'm on
on
fire.
Fire.
I'm on fire. Oh, yeah. Wait, hear out my. Okay, so there's a teenager, okay? And he's friends with a scientist.
Okay.
And this scientist has created a time traveling device with a funny car like a DeLorean.
Okay.
And the teenager gets sent back in time and has to save his parents' marriage, or like has to get them to fall in love together.
What? This doesn't make sense. You should start over. I don't know like what this story is, but I'm not interested.
Come
I'm not
on,
interested.
you're not interested. I think it's a good
Wait,
idea.
a teenager has to go back in time and make his parents fall in love? That's
Yes,
not
and in order to do
believable.
that, he kind of starts dating his mom
Wait,
while in
Betsy,
high
this is
school in the
sick.
50s.
This is sick, Betsy.
No, it's a really good idea.
He's dating his mom.
there'll be
How does
two
he think
other-
dating his mom's going to help his father fall in love with his mom?
Because his father is then going to come and beat him up.
This is nuts.
But then there's a misunderstanding, or like, and then the bad guy comes and gets him. But then the father mistakes the bad guy
the
to
egg
be the
song again. This is bad.
It's the incredible edible egg. Woo!
Boom.
No, that's the thing. Incredible edible.
Yes, that is a thing. Wait, are you joking right now?
No, I knew it was a thing. Is it? Is it? I'm looking up. Is it just for the idea of eggs in general?
Yes,
And
it's
it
like,
is.
It's like got milk.
It's the slogan for the American Egg Board. I'm dead serious. The American Egg Board. It was created in 1976. The incredible edible egg. So it was just pushing eggs on people. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we learn something new every day. Hey,
Sure did.
this has been great.
This has been great. I'm sorry that other movie idea you had, or was it another
Yeah,
book?
you really hated it. No, it was gonna
I
be
just
a
don't
movie,
like-
and it was gonna have two sequels
It
and
doesn't
a
even have a-
cartoon.
The
that's
first
not
one
very
doesn't
good.
even make sense. Don't make sequels. I don't like incest. It's one of my big pet peeves.
They don't ever like. Well, okay, they do kiss, and she's like, "Oh, it's like
What?
kissing my brother." So but it's fine. It's fine. fine.
How is
It's
that
funny.
teenager not fully scarred for life then?
Because he saves
But
saves the day.
But he also kissed his mom, and his mom didn't like it.
He didn't want to. She made the move.
He's
going to
be chasing
to.
that for the rest. He's going to be like, I got to make my mommy fall in love with me. So he's always dating older women.
No, he didn't want to. She did it, and he was grossed out, and then she was grossed out. Thank goodness.
Sick. Your sick, demented brain, and you should talk to someone about that.
No, I'm fine.
I'm calling 911.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I don't like your ideas, so I'm calling the cops.
Shoot. Okay.
All right.
Well, we did it.
Bye.
We did it. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.